Hello students, this is sixth part of your fourth chapter. This is sixth part of your fourth chapter. Sixth part, this is sixth part of your fourth chapter, and in this part we will see about some activities and figures. We will understand the figures about the figures in this part. So let's see what is the first figure. Okay students, you are looking nervous system. This is the figure of nervous system. You are looking at your screen, and now we'll study the parts of the nervous system. This is the complete figure. Now we'll see by zooming it. Okay, the first part, this is our brain. This portion is our brain, and this first part, part is known as cerebrum, and below the cerebrum you are looking the cerebellum. This part is known as cerebellum, and after cerebellum you can see here the spinal cord. This is the portion of spinal cord. This is known as spinal cord. Now we are looking this is the human chest. This portion is the human chest, and lots of nerves are found here. Lots of nerves found here inside the chest of a human, and these nerves are connected with different internal organs, and those nerves are known as intercostal nerves. The nerves which connect to our internal organs are known as intercostal nerve. Now after it you can see the three nerves in the hand. You can see the three types of nerves in the arm. First nerve is known as radial nerve. This is radial nerve. Second nerve is median nerve. Third is ulnar nerve. Three types of nerves are found here inside the arm. First radial nerve, second median nerve, and third ulnar nerve. After it, look here. Many of the nerves are running through our fingers, and these nerves are known as digital nerve. The nerves which are situated in our palm and fingers, these are known as digital nerve, and the nerve which are found at our west portion, this nerve is known as lumbar plexus. LUMBEAR, lumbar plexus. PLEXUX, lumbar plexus. So this was the figure of a human nervous system. This was the figure of human nervous system. Now let's see the next figure. Here in this figure you are looking the parts of a brain. This is the internal structure of human brain. So let's see to zoom it. Okay, so this portion where the fluid filled spaces are found known as ventricles. This portion is known as ventricles where the fluid filled spaces are found. And the biggest portion, as you know, the biggest portion of our brain is known as cerebrum. This is known as cerebrum. And this part is known as meninges. This part is known as meninges. And this portion is called skull. This is our skull. The whole portion you see, that is skull. After it, look here, this is known as brain stem, and it has two parts, pons and medulla. It has two parts. In the brain stem we have pons and medulla, and in front of the medulla you are looking the green color portion. Look here, this portion is known as cerebellum, and from medulla and cerebellum the spinal cord is running here. From here spinal cord is jointed with the medulla. So this was the internal structure of the human brain. Okay, let's see the next figure. The next figure is neurons. This is the structure of our nervous system where the neurons are found. You are looking the nervous system. These parts you are looking here as branches. These branch like parts are known as dendrites. These parts are known as dendrites. And this circular portion between the neuron is known as nucleus. This circular portion, as you see a red spot between the neuron, this is known as nucleus. And here where the axon, where this portion is jointed with axon ending, this is known as axon. This portion is known as axon. After it you can see the myelin sheath over the axon. These are the myelin sheath, and here you can see the axon ending, and this portion is known as cell body. So here you can see the structure of neurons. This is the structure of neurons. Okay, let's see the next figure. What is here in the next figure? Let's see. Students, take the screenshot of this picture and you have to draw this figure as a homework. You will draw this figure in homework. Draw a well labeled diagram of neurons. Now see the next figure of reflex action. As you can see, this is a candle, and when our finger touches the candle flame, due to the direction of impulse pain receptors in the skin, we draw back our hand. You can look here. See the parts. Dendrite of afferent neuron. These are the dendrite of afferent neuron. Travel through the cell body of afferent neuron. Axon afferent. This portion is known as axon of afferent neuron. And this is, you are looking here, cell body of interneuron. This is our spinal cord, and this portion is known as cell body of afferent neuron. And here you are looking axon of afferent neuron, and this is dendrite of afferent neuron. And these are the muscles contracts and withdraws, part being stimulated. So when we touch any hot object, we draw our hand back immediately without thinking anything. That's why it is known as reflex action. Now see the next figure. This is the structure of human eye. We are looking here, the structure of human eye. This is the internal part of human eye, parts of an eye. Now look here. Your first part is given here, vitreous gel. Then this portion is known as optic nerve. Then this portion is known as macula. This is known as fovea. This is retina. And here you are looking this is known as lens. After it, this is our pupil. Then you are looking cornea here, and this is the iris. Let's see. The fluid, you are looking here, this fluid, this is the fluid. This fluid is known as vitreous gel. And this nerve, you are looking here, this nerve, this is known as optic nerve. And this white portion is known as macula. And this, you're looking here, this is fovea. Then this portion is known as retina. This is our lens. This hole is known as our lens. And This portion is known as the pupil. This white outer part is known as cornea, and this middle portion is known as iris. This is iris. Now let's see the next figure. Students, take the screenshot of this figure also, and you also draw this figure, parts of an eye. You have to draw it as a homework. Now look, the true fact is given here. There are small glands inside our upper eyelid. These glands produce tears that keep the eyeball moist and clean. These glands are called tear glands. These glands are called tear glands. Now let's see the next figure. Here you are looking the internal structure of our nose. Here you are looking the nasal concha. Here this portion is nasal concha. Below the eye here you can see nasal concha, and here this portion is known as nasal cavity. This was the internal structure of human eye. Now next figure is this is the internal structure of human ear. Here the given in this picture parts of an ear. Parts of ear are given here. Here you can see this is external ear, and this canal from the ear is inside. This canal is known as ear canal. This is known as ear canal. After it you are licking this portion. This is known as inner ear. This is known as inner ear. Now this external ear which you are looking outside, soft portion of your external ear, this is known as pinna. The soft portion of your external ear is known as pinna. And after the canal, after this ear canal, you are looking this portion. This is known as eardrum. As you can see, in the drum there is a thin layer which produces a sound after hitting it. Same as here, when the sound hits in the eardrum, the sound produce we can hear the sound, and after it, look here, this portion is known as middle ear. Here you are looking, and this is this tube which you are looking. This is known as Eustachian tube. This is known as Eustachian tube. So you are looking the parts of an ear. Let's see the next figure. Next figure is given here. Parts of internal, this is the internal structure of our skin. This figure which you are looking here, this is the internal structure of our skin. Okay, now this portion which you are looking, this is known as epidermis, and here you are looking this is melanocytes. And you know melanocytes are responsible for the color of our skin, whether your color is fair and whether it is not fair. So melanocytes are responsible for it. Now below the epidermis, the second layer is found, is known as, below the epidermis, this layer, below the epidermis, this layer which you are looking, the first layer was dermis, and the second epidermis, and the second layer is dermis. After it you can see the third layer. This third layer is made up of fatty tissues which you use in your food. Those fats stored under your skin, and here you are looking, these are the sweat gland which produces sweat, and it comes out of your skin as a waste material. Here you are looking the oil glands, and these oil glands make smooth to your skin. Here this portion which you are looking here, this is follicle, and these vessels you are looking, these are the blood vessels. So it was the figure of internal structure of the skin. Now we will see the lesson in short. Let's see the lesson in short. The nervous system controls the activities of all parts of our body. The nervous system is made up of three parts: brain, spinal cord, and nerves. These are the main three parts of our nervous system. Now third point is given here, the brain. Brain is the control center of our body. Next, our brain has three main parts: the cerebrum, the cerebellum, and the medulla. First part is cerebrum, then cerebellum, then medulla. These are the three parts of our brain. Now next point, look here. Nerves are made up of thin threads. made up of thin threads of nerve are called cells called neurons. You have already seen the structure of neuron. Now next point is we have five sense organs: eyes, nose, ears, tongue and skin. These are the five sense organs of a human being. Now let's see some questions for the homework. The project idea is given here. Prepare a model of the brain with the help of different colors of clay. So students, collect some clay and you can mix the color with your clay and make the model of the brain. And the brain structure of brain you can see in the figure as you have seen in the video. So this is the project for your homework as assignment, and this experiment you have to do at home. So look here how you will do the experiment. Take two glasses. You will take two glasses, pour water in one glass and lemon water in another glass. Blindfold your friend. Blindfold means you will tie a cloth on the eyes of your friend, or this activity you can do with your brothers and sisters also. Blindfold your friend, give him her the glass of water to drink and bring the glass of lemon water in front of his nose. When you keep the glass near his or her nose, so with the help of his or her nose he or she can tell what it was. Glass of lemon water in front of his nose simultaneously. Ask him her what is he she drinking. He she will say lemon water instead of water. It proves that tongue can taste. With the help of our nose we can smell, and with the help of our tongue we can taste the thing and tell that it is a lemon. It is a lemon water. Can taste the food only with the cooperation of the nose if it smells and recognizes the food. So this is also your homework. Okay students, now the chapter is complete. So complete your homework. Write the word meaning, question answer, exercise and the given homework and learn it. We'll meet in the next video. Till then, goodbye.